Senator Casey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank both the nominees for your, as Senator Round said, your service to the country, your willingness to continue in service of the nation. This Casey will not have questions for nominee Casey at this time.
Deeply disappointed, sir.
But we might later. But General, I want to thank you for taking time to sit and talk as we did, and I'm noting for the record your Lehigh University credentials, among others. We're grateful for that. I just have one comment and then two questions for you, General. One is I won't reiterate or ask for reiteration of the questions pertaining to 702, but like so many of us, I think virtually every one of us, we've seen, because of the briefings we've received, the benefit of 702, and it's a critical set of authorities for our ability to keep the nation safe, and I don't think I have to reiterate that anymore, but we have to keep making that case. But the question I had was, and I'm referencing your testimony on page 2, you talked about in the third full paragraph on page 2, the value of partnerships, and you say, in reference to, in particular, Russia and the People's Republic of China, you say, quote, NSA's ability to work in collaboration across the interagency, the private sector, and foreign partners is one of the agency's greatest strengths and critically important to our nation's success in a world of accelerating change, unquote. Here's the question. Obviously, NSA has a focus on both of those nations and the threats posed by them. So how do you plan to continue to lead that effort to adapt both the mission and the capabilities of NSA in order to focus on those two threats?
Senator, in terms of how we think about partnerships, it's really the men and women of the National Security Agency, the ability to create advantage for those other interagency partners. They all perform critical roles for our nation, but NSA is providing both foreign intelligence and cybersecurity, foundational to the other activities that we do, both within the department and within the interagency. When we think about foreign partners sharing those common threats, how do we work with them to also ensure that our nation is secure, but also enabling them where we have shared interests to be able to defend against violent activity, whether that's in cyberspace, whether it's disinformation, or it's some other coercion, and be able to provide insights and be able to enable resilience to those activities. So as we think about partnerships, it really is about how to make others effective and to be able to ensure that we're doing the best thing for the national defense by leveraging our authorities, doing it in a very legal and compliant way with our laws, policies, and values.
Thank you, and I know that you share the real concern we have about both the threats posed by both Russia and the People's Republic of China. Last question is this. One of the areas of focus for me on the committee, as I've tried to do across a number of committees and jurisdictions that I serve on, is the intelligence community's efforts to both create more accessible facilities and implement assistive technologies in order to enable people with disabilities to contribute to the IC's mission. Talk to me about that and the efforts you can continue to undertake in that area.
Well, Senator, I think this is an area that NSA has been one of the leaders in the community, ensuring that we have the talent that can do the highly technical, very mission-focused set of activities that go on at the National Security Agency. NSA has been very successful to go across the country and to be able to tap into the talent that exists both within disabled and neurodiverse communities to be able to do very important missions for our nation. If confirmed, I look forward to be a part of that and to be able to continue that and continue to grow it.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Casey. I appreciate you raising that last issue and thought it was appropriate you mentioned the community that, frankly, I had to get educated about in terms of neurodiverse and what a role they can play. I appreciate you raising that. Senator Joe Ryan.